Formula E is back with a brand new logo, a brand new car, and a whole host of driver and team changes in what might just be the most competitive season to date. But who is taking part and where is the series going racing this year? Well, that's what we're going to look at in today's video. DS Penske is the new home to the current world champion Stoffel Vandoorne, and he will partner the only double champion in the series, Jean-Eric Vergne, creating one of the strongest driver pairings on the grid. The team are taking on the DS Works partnership this year, and this will give them a huge boost ahead of the new season. And they also have Oliver Turvey in the reserve driver ranks, and he will be able to play a key role within the development of the team as he brings multiple seasons of experience with him. The Silverstone-based Neo 333 team are hoping to get closer to the pack once again this season and have recruited the services of Sergio Sette Camara to help them do that. Dan Ticktum remains with the team for another season, with everyone involved hoping that they can get the rules shake-up right and score more points than they did last season, which was only 7. Robin Franz makes a switch from Envision to Abt, who make a return to the series. He will be alongside Nico Müller, who last raced in the sport for Dragon Penske in 2021. Franz is a driver who has already got multiple race wins and podiums, and he's a very good driver to help the team ease them back into the championship as a works team. McLaren have taken over from the two-time double world champions Mercedes EQ. Stoffel Vandoorne and Nick de Vries have both been crowned champions with the team over the past 2 seasons, but now it's a turn of Jake Hughes and René Rast to continue that under the McLaren name. Pre-season testing was strong for the team, with Hughes winning the testing race that they had, with Rast leading the early part of the race. However, that was only testing and we can't really read too much into that for now. But with Ian James remaining with the team as team principal, there's a level of continuity in the management side, and this will help them hit the ground running in what could be a very good season for the Woking-based side. Maserati are the other new team to join the grid in Season 9, replacing last season's runners-up Venturi. They were linked to Nick de Vries, however his departure to Formula 1 side AlphaTauri gave Maximilian Günther the seat, and he impressed in testing, topping the timesheets in all but one day. Eduardo Mortara has been one of the most underrated drivers on the grid in recent seasons, and he will be looking to mount a title challenge once again this year. However, they are without Susie Wolff and Jerome D'Ambrosio, who have departed from the team's management, with Wolff a key figure behind turning the team's fortune around in recent seasons. Oliver Rowland and Lucas Di Grassi make up the Mahindra pairing for Season 9, and both bring a lot of experience to the team. Rowland will be in his second season with the side and can count on championship winning experience from Di Grassi alongside him as the team look to impress despite a change of team principal. Jaguar are the only team to keep their driver lineup the same this season, and this might just pay dividends for them as they look to make their way back to the front of the standings after a tricky season. Mitch Evans and Sam Bird both have race winning ability, and they can really get the most out of a car that isn't the most competitive, but with the brand new generation of cars this season, they might just be able to start the season on the front foot. Porsche gained championship winning experience this season as Antonio Felix da Costa joins the team. Pascal Wehrlein remains with the team for another season, and he will be looking to move further up the standings this year. Da Costa and Wehrlein create a very strong driver pairing that can definitely claim race wins and podiums if everything works out for them this year. Sebastian Buemi has made the switch to Envision for Season 9, and he will partner Nick Cassidy, who's entering his 3rd season with the team. It was 2016 the last time that Buemi laid his hands on the title, but with a fresh start with the Silverstone-based team, he might just strike lucky again this year. Cassidy entered the series with a lot of hype and potential to live up to on the back of some very strong and impressive rookie tests and dominating performances in Super Formula, and while his performances so far haven't been to the level that some were expecting, having an established race winner alongside him should help in his development. Nissan have 2 new drivers this season as Norman Nato and Sasha Fenestraz join the team, who have underperformed in recent times. The loss of Sebastian Buemi and Maximilian Günther will be huge for the team, but they have got 2 drivers who will be willing to go out and impress and prove their place on the grid. After leaving Porsche, many thought that Andre Lotterer would just leave the series altogether, but instead he will partner Jake Dennis at Avalanche Andretti. The German driver is one of the most experienced on the grid and is paired with one of the most underrated drivers in recent seasons. And this has helped create an exciting duo that could really fight for race wins and podiums as the season progresses. But where is Formula E racing this season? Well, it all begins in Mexico before a double header in Saudi Arabia. Then a first trip to India makes up round 4 before an E-Prix in South Africa. Brazil and Germany makes up round 6, 7 and 8 before the iconic Monaco race. And then the series travels to Indonesia for a double header, followed by a race in the USA. And then a race in Italy and the double header in the UK rounds off the season at the end of July. This is going to be one of the biggest seasons the sport has ever seen, and we will be covering it all here on the Apex Motorsport. If you did enjoy today's video, then make sure you hit that like button, but also don't forget to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you can join us in the next one. Goodbye.